Vice President Shettima represents President Tinubu in Italy and Russian international summits. The United Nations Population Fund partners with Kogi state government to put in place a flood response plan. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu discharged from hospital after emergency surgery ahead of key vote. In sport, FIFA Women's World Cup kickoff last Thursday in Australia and New Zealand with fantastic footballing. This is MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluence state of Nigeria. I am Babrella Onwalu. Thanks for joining us. Vice President Shettima has departed Abuja to represent President Bola Tinubu at two major international summits in Rome, Italy and St. Petersburg, Russia. Shettima, who left the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, will join other global leaders for the first stock-taking moment summit with the theme Transforming Food System for People, Planet and Prosperity, holding from Monday, July 24th to Wednesday, July 26th. In a statement signed by State House Director of Information, Office of the Vice President, Olushola Abiola, revealed on Sunday that during the summit, the Vice President would chair a high-level section with the theme Innovative Financing for Food System Transformation. The case of Nigerian and the side event on scaling up multi-stakeholders collaboration and investment in the implementation of food system transformation pathway in Nigeria. Shettima will then proceed from Rome to St. Petersburg in Russia to represent the president at the Russian African Summit scheduled to hold from Wednesday, July 26th to Saturday, July 29th. While in Russia, the vice president will join other political and business leaders at the second Russian African Summit and Russian African Economic and Humanitarian Forum focused on strategizing to enhance relations between Russia and the African continent, among other benefits. Also, he will participate in bilateral meetings with representatives of relevant Russian senior government officials and business leaders to discuss relations between Russians and Nigeria. Shettima, who is accompanied by senior government officials from federal ministries, departments, and agencies, is expected back in the country at the end of the week. It is his first foreign trip since assuming office as vice president. The Lagos state government has approved mass burial for 103 corpses recovered in the wake of the October 2020 ENDSARS protests, demanding the disbandment of the defunction of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. The government, however, stressed that the 103 corpses were not recovered from Lekki Tollgate. The protracted nationwide ENDSARS protest occasioned violence with loss of life in Lagos, which was the epicenter of the protest. Note was the alleged killing of protesters at the Lekki Tollgate by the soldiers on the night of October 20th, with the state setting up a commission of inquiries to probe the allegation. In a statement signed by the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Dr. Olusegun Ogbeye, confirmed the authenticity of a leaked letter indicating planned mass burial for 103 corpses. However, in the follow-up statement titled Mass Burial of ENDSARS Victims, the Ministry of Health said the corpses for mass burial were not recovered from the Lekki Tollgate. The Acting Inspector General of Police, IGP, Egbetokun, has vowed to deploy all it takes to secure safety of all Nigerians. Egbetokun was speaking in Lagos at a Thanksgiving service at Redemption Pavilion, Victoria Island, Lagos, to appreciate God for his appointment. He expressed deep appreciation to President Bola Tinubu, finding him worthy of the appointment of IGP, promising full dedication and commitment to ensure Nigeria is a safe place for all. Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, who was also in attendance at the church service, praised IGP Egbetokun for his dedication, professionalism, and commitment to transforming the Nigerian police force and ensuring the safety and security of all citizens. During the service, which was also attended by the Deputy Inspector General Frank Mba, Assistant Inspector General Zone 2 Ali Muhammad, Commissioner of Police Lagos State Idowu Owohunwa, CP Ogun State Abiodun Alamutu, and many others. The parish pastor, Pastor Bisi Olowoyo, commended the IGP for his heart of thanksgiving and prayed for his success as the new Inspector General of Police in Nigeria. The United Nations Population Fund has restated its commitment to partner with Kogi State government to put in place a flood response plan ahead of Nigeria's Meteorological Agency predictions of flooding this year. This was revealed in a communique issued at the end of a stakeholders meeting in Lokoja. The representative of the UNFPA and humanitarian program analyst, Dr. Matthew Onoja, urge all ministries, departments, and agencies of government to work in harmony to own the process, avoid duplications of effort and resources, and attract more partners' support for impact. Onoja pointed that the UNFPA remains the foremost reproductive health agency of the United Nations and has been at the forefront of providing support to people in need in crisis-affected areas. Onoja reiterated the commitment of the UNFPA to ensure the actualization of its commitment to achieving family planning and gender-based violence and harmful practices. According to him, data show that more than 50% of all maternal deaths and up to 70% of gender-based violence incidents occur in humanitarian and fragile settings. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has shifted the date to effect the new toll fare at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport from July 17th to August 1st, 2023. According to a statement by management of FAAN in Abuja, the postponement was to allow airport users to enjoy more of the current charges. The statement noted that the fare for cars would change from 200 naira to 300 naira, while buses and sport utility vehicles would change from 300 naira to 500 naira only. It added the fare for trucks would change from 500 to 1,000 naira, while the trailer and container tariff would be 2,000 naira. The management urged the public to take note of the changes in the effective date and tariff. It also revealed to all airport users that they own vehicles to use the dedicated park and pay for car parks that had been provided for the comfort of airport users, noting that the drop-off zone rules and regulation guiding movement should be respected to create free traffic flow to enhance a calm and serene environment around the airport. On politics, the House of Representative members representing Ajaokuta Federal Constituency at the 10th National Assembly, Sani Egidi Abdurrahim, has assured that the people of the area will work for the success of Ahmed Usman Ododo in the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Kogi State. Abdurrahim gave the assurance at a homecoming reception he organized to appreciate the people of his constituency for the overwhelming support given to him during his contest that led to his emergence as their representative at the National Assembly. Sani Egidi pointed out that the upcoming election will not be about the tribe, saying that the capacity, proactiveness, and humility already displayed by Ododo, coupled with Governor Yahaya Bello's good track record, will serve as a boost to the victory of the All Progressive Congress APC in the state. Let's join Joshua Adinoye for the detail.
The homecoming reception of Sani Egidi Abdurrahim at his hometown, Adogo, headquarters of Ajaokuta local government area of Kogi State, was indeed a deep show of love to his people who in turn trooped out in their numbers to welcome him amidst jubilation.
We are coming with full force. We are coming with full force. Ododo is the next
While addressing the mammoth crowd, he appreciated the people for voting him overwhelmingly in the 2023 general elections that led to his emergence, calling on the people to repeat same in the November governorship election in favor of Ododo.
The rewarding system or excellency, any part two, wa moiza, we sultan. Mengune APC, de mi moiza, de ma dwo, de ma orean. All come to him, those do it. Time is a mountain in it. Elna Navajin, it's a no me, excellency, is a biotan. And then the point of the
The Kogi State All Progressives Congress APC candidate for the November 11, 2023 governorship election, Ahmed Usman Ododo, promised to carry everyone along in the scheme of things. Traditional rulers at the event expressed optimism that Sani Egidi Abdurrahim will live up to expectations.
One of the things that makes a good leader is the experience he has gathered in the course of his public service. Honorable Egidi is somebody you can say rose through the ranks. He's a highly qualified person. He is very amiable. He is somebody who can very easily make friends.
Sani Ibrahim, he has been a very good Samaritan. He's a God-fearing human being. So my prayer for him is to wish him a good success.
Others described Sani Egidi as a man of many parts, saying that he will bring more development to the constituency.
He's a man which every son and daughter of Ajaokuta constituency loves so much. A lot of people are the one who call on him to come and contest based on what he has been doing in the life of citizens of Ajaokuta.
Honorable Rami has been dynamic. He's going to do a total turnaround for Ajaokuta. That is my own promise. Knowing him, knowing his antecedents.
I work with him closely. I know him to be a man who is the tribalized kind of person, a man who is determined to work, a man who does not believe in who you are. He believes in what you can do.
Honorable Barrister Sani Egidi Abdurrahim mean business. And this business is not the business as usual. A man is destined to change the narrative, the political narrative of Ajaokuta Federal Constituency.
He came to help them.
The event also saw some members of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, People's Democratic Party, PDP, among others in Ajaokuta, decamped to the All Progressives Congress, APC, with assurance that they will be carried along in the scheme of things. Other dignitaries at the event include the state APC chairman, commissioners, among others. From Ododo, headquarters of Ajaokuta local government area of Kogi State, I am Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV.
The candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in the November 11 governorship election in Kogi, Lekki Abejide, has expressed confidence that statistics would be put in place to reveal the activities of promoters of political violence who may desire to threaten the poll. Abejide made this known in Lokoja, the state capital, at a stakeholders meeting to harmonize over 15 support groups working for the actualization of his governorship ambition from the Kogi Central Senatorial District of the state. He promises to make the people of Kogi proud, especially in the delivery of good governance in the state. Let's join our reporter for more.
Supporters across the state converge at ADC campaign house in the city of Lokoja to welcome the House of Representative members at the 10th National Assembly, who also doubles as the governorship candidate of the ADC. Lekki Abejide said the November 11th election would not be ruined by hoodlums. He said thugs will not be allowed to truncate the process of the election across the state.
Especially want to let you know that you will not walk in vain. I'm a leader who does not forget someone. I will make sure, as long as you work and we see the result, you will eat the fruit of your labor. And we thank God for the kind of president we have in Nigeria today. There is no intimidation that will happen in this election. Amen.
Abejide warned that whoever is involved in causing violence before and during the election will be handled by security agents, and that he does not believe in violence and will never support or encourage it. Abejide urged supporters to report any signs of political violence to him for immediate action.
Nobody will use talk. It will be resisted by the federal government. I can assure you this. Bola Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that I know, believes in peaceful election. If he does not believe in peaceful election, he will have caused chaos in Lagos during his own election, and he will have won that state. And I believe, as a president that he is, very good man, this coming 11/11/2023 election is going to be peaceful in Kogi State. If we see any clandestine movement, any dangerous movement that can cause chaos, we will report to the villa.
The ADC governorship candidate promised to revive and modernize the Greater Lokoja water, popularly called Ibro water. He assured residents to ensure the ceaseless flow of potable water. Lekki promised the people of Kogi not to disappoint them if elected into office as the next governor. He announced his continued commitment to pay for the West African Secondary School Certificate Examination fees of all students cut across the 5 local government areas in Kogi Central this year. The deputy governorship candidate of ADC, Dr. Idris Omede, assures the supporters that Abejide is a man of his word. He said Abejide demonstrated his sincerity through his delivery at the NAS, and to the people of his constituency, he believes in equity, fairness and justice.
He is a man that believes in doing as he says. He is do what I say, and I do what I say. He has demonstrated it in his area, and because of the character he's made of. Somebody that believes in fairness, somebody that believes in equity, somebody that believes in giving due to whom is due. A character that most people preach, but they are unable to demonstrate. That has brought us together, and we believe this is a team that all Kogites should key into and give them their vote come 11th November 2023.
Lekki Abejide is among the key contestants in the next governorship election. I am Jennifer Ojimayo reporting for MLC TV.
We'll go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachi TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. On crime, a suspected drugs kingpin who specializes in sponsoring young Nigerians to traffic Class A drugs to Europe, especially Italy, has been arrested by operative of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. Spokesperson of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, who confirmed the arrest, said the suspect, Charles Owogbale, was arrested in his hotel room in Okota area of Lagos late on Friday when he was preparing a recruited courier to swallow 93 pallets of cocaine meant for distribution in Italy. The 48-year-old drug kingpin had recruited Uju Dominic, 35, from his base in Italy with a deal to come to Nigeria to inject 100 pellets of cocaine on Friday, 21st of July, and return to Italy on Saturday, 22nd July. True to plan, upon arrival in Nigeria, the Mo was lodged in Golden Heaven Hotel, located at Enoma Street off Ago Palace Way, Okota, Isolo, Lagos, where Uwabelu brought 93 wraps of the Class A drugs for him to swallow at 11:45 p.m. Friday night. They were in the process when NDLEA operatives who have been on their trail following credible intelligence stormed their hotel room, arrested them and recovered the drugs exhibit with a total weight of 1.427 kilograms. And on foreign scene, the leader of Spain's opposition Conservative Party, Alberto Núñez Feijóo, has claimed victory in a snap election, but without the result he needed. Even with the support of the far right, his popular party, PP, has fallen short of a majority in parliament. The cheers at the rival socialist camp were just as loud as Socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez declared that reactionary bloc has failed. While both can claim success, Spain is left with an inconclusive result. But Sanchez has been vindicated in his controversial decision to call vote in a soaring heat of a Spanish summer when election day temperature reached 40 degrees Celsius in some parts of the country. Turnout topped 70% as voters sensed the importance of the election, breaking off their holidays to vote in swimwears and with beach gear in tow. Nonetheless, Feijóo told cheering Conservative supporters that it was now his duties to try to form a government. He said he hoped this doesn't start a period of uncertainty in Spain. But that is what Spain is facing, because with Vox on 33 seats and Feijóo's PP on 136, they would be 7 seats short of an absolute majority of 176 in parliament. So the most likely result of this election is another poll towards the end of the year. That is why Sanchez's socialist and his far-left allies, Soma, appeared happiest. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been discharged from hospital after emergency surgery to lift a pacemaker. Netanyahu had been admitted to the Sheba Medical Center. His hospitalization came ahead of a key vote expected in Parliament on Monday on contagious plan to overhaul Israel's judiciary. Protests against the reform have swept across Israel, with many workers vowing to strike if it goes ahead. In a video on Sunday following the surgery, Netanyahu said he was in excellent health and planned to be in Parliament for the vote. The votes will amount to a showdown between the hardline religious nationalist coalition and swathes of Israeli society. Parliament began debating the highly contested bill to limit the Supreme Court's power on Sunday. One by one, Israeli opposition prime minister took to the floor of the parliament chamber, pleading with the government to ditch its judicial reform plans. The last few days have seen tens of thousands of protesters march from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem to oppose the justice system changes, with people filling the main highway. Many protesters camped at the Sacher Park in Jerusalem near the parliament after the 4-day protest march. Let's join Jonah Malik for the sport update.
Hello and glad to have you on Sports Update. Italian giant AC Milan are expected to announce the signing of Super Eagles winger Samuel Chukwueze next week after reaching an agreement with La Liga side Villarreal. The 24-year-old is expected to sign a 4-year deal with the Italian giant, valid until the end of 2026-2027 season. Chukwueze had already agreed personal terms with the Rossoneri. Victor Boniface's dream move to Bayern Leverkusen is now a reality as the Nigerian striker signed a 5-year contract after successfully completing his medical on Saturday. The 22-year-old joined German giant Leverkusen on a 5-year deal worth €20 million with an additional €7.5 million allocated for add-ons and contractual clauses after just a year with Union SG in Belgium. It is the most expensive sale in the history of Union, dwarfing the €7 million received from Club Brugge for Kasper Nielsen last year. AC Milan have signed forward Noah Okafor from Red Bull Salzburg. The 23-year-old Switzerland international has put pen to paper on a 5-year deal running until June 30th, 2028. Anas Danjuma says it is second time lucky as he finally had signed for Everton 6 months after sensationally pulling out of a move to Goodison Park at last minute to join Tottenham Hotspur instead. The Nigerian-born Netherlands international has joined on a season-long loan from Villarreal to become Sindai's second signing of the summer after the arrival of Ashley Young from Aston Villa. Premier League club Fulham have reached an agreement with Ajax to sign defender Calvin Bassey for a fee in the region of €21 million. This is after the Cotigers had seen a £15 million deal offer for Bassey rejected by the Dutch club. But the club have now settled on an increased sum plus a sell-on fee. The deal remains subject to personal terms being agreed. Nottingham Forest have completed the signing of Nigeria defender Olaina on a 1-year deal following the expiry of his contract at Italian side Torino, the Premier League club said on Saturday with Chelsea Report. Aina, 26, came up through Chelsea's academy before signing for Torino on a permanent transfer in 2019. He previously played in the Premier League during the loan spell with Fulham in the 2020-2021 season. Still on sport and moving to the FIFA Women's World Cup, the FIFA Women's World Cup gets underway July 20th with host nations winning their opening group matches. Australia defeated Ireland 1-0, while New Zealand also beat Norway by the same margin. Here are some of the results of the group matches played. Philippines lost to Switzerland by 2-0. Nigeria and Canada played out a goalless draw. Costa Rica were defeated by Spain by 3-0. Zambia were thrashed by Japan by 5-0. England defeated Haiti by 1-0. China lost 1-0 to Denmark. USA defeated Vietnam by 3-0. Portugal lost to Netherlands by 1-0. France and Jamaica played out a goalless draw. South Africa lost to Sweden by 2-1. Italy defeated Argentina 1-0. Germany defeated Morocco 1-0. And Brazil will take on Panama. And that's all on Sports Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. In the world of entertainment, let's join Joy Dada for the latest.
Welcome to our entertainment world. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, the Big Brother Naija is back for All-Star Edition. The new season features housemates from previous seasons becoming a customary tradition. We have Ebuka Obi Chendu as the host. The housemates for this edition are Uriel and Summer from the season 2 C Gobe, CC Princess and Alex from the season 3 Double Wahala, Messi, Fraud, Sei, Ike and Venita from season 4, Kidwaya, Tolani Baj and Neil from season 5 Lockdown, Pere, Angel, Cross, and White Money from season 6 Shine Your Eye. And final housemates are Ile Bayen, Adekunle, and Doi from season 7 Level Up. The excitement from all the housemates was evident. Both past winners and the ones that are there all hope to win and take home the bag. According to them, they have more experience and more knowledge about things than before. And on foreign scene, the Barbie film has become the US and Canada's biggest film of the year so far. An estimated of $455 million was made in its opening weekend, said the company. Meanwhile, new release Oppenheimer is also out, made $93.7 million in the US. The features come at a time when cinemas in general are struggling as they lose out to competition from streaming. Meanwhile, in the UK, View said both films has led to the cinema chain seeing its busiest weekend in 4 years. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy. And that is the size of our package. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, Egbetokun, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, Malachite TV, and TikTok, Malachi_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comment, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday, 7 p.m., Political Arena. Sunday, 6 p.m., Women's World. And Monday, 9 a.m., The Opinion. It is Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. Thank you for watching. I am Babrella Onwalu. See you tomorrow.